Hi everyone, this is Chris Buddle. I think a familiar face to you now. I'm an associate provost here at McGill University, and I'm bringing you a daily update with respect to coronavirus at McGill University. I wanted to take a second to acknowledge feelings that you're all having. Anxiety, fear, stress, loneliness, isolation. We're really all feeling a lot of very, very heavy things, and I want to acknowledge that. I also want to tell you that I'm also seeing incredible amounts of resilience and adaptation, and these things bring me a lot of hope and optimism, and that we as a community are going to get through this. I wanted to take today to really talk about five key things, and I want to mention this comes from a lot of questions that we're getting and recognition that we haven't acknowledged some of these pieces yet in some of our communications. First of all, graduate students, you're not forgotten in this. We recognize the stress you're under with respect to your own research, whether you're doing a non-thesis master's or whether you're doing a PhD. Please connect with your supervisor if you have questions that arise, and we're going to support you through this. It's especially challenging with respect to some research activities which have been ramped down. Students, you still have access to a lot of student services. mcgill.ca/student services/closures-services is a website that you can go to and see what's still available to you, even if you can't access resources on campus. The other point I wanted to make is acknowledge that this idea of remote learning and remote instruction is going to be very tough for a lot of people, and some people don't have the technology or the capacity to be able to learn in that way. This includes some students that are registered with the Office of Students with Disabilities. We understand this, and we're working on trying to find adaptations and ways that we can support both learners and teachers who might have some obstacles when it comes to remote learning and teaching. Residence hall students, we've also heard loud and clear that some of you have brought concerns about what's going to happen to your stuff. Rest assured, Housing and Hospitality has been sending messages and recognizes that there is anxiety about the stuff that you might have to leave behind in your dorms, and they're working on ways to make sure that can get packed up and you can return at a later point to come and get it. Finally, there's also been some confusion about final exams. Well, there's no in-person final exams. There's still an exam period, which means that normal period of time when there would be a final exam session, and some instructors will hold different kinds of exams during that period that don't include in-person final exams. Finally, I'll end with a reminder that if you're not feeling well, please call 1-877-644-4545. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm here in my backyard today trying to get a little bit of sun and trying to, again, hang on to that hope and optimism despite some of the real challenges we're all facing. We'll see you all tomorrow.